It's time for some carbon-based gaming.
This is the incinerator for garbage, flora, and anything else. It is the outpost's main power source. It activates the power circuit, which is supplemented by solar panels on the roof and maintains the energy supply at night or in bad weather. The efficient buffer tank still appears to be intact. There is a strange object over here.
Oh yeah, I can already see myself roaring across the planet in this, finding interesting places, strange plants, and breathtaking monuments.
You should focus your attention on repairing the energy supply and transmitting the emergency signal.
You're no fun.
But
Once I'm finished, that's how I'll kill the time. This probably would have been our enemy if we had found a way around the station. Finding a way to go outside will not help us transmitting that distress signal. It's not holding anything in place, so I can take it with me. That's one big pile of junk.
This is the storage silo for garbage, scrap, and other flammable materials used in the furnace, the main power source. The floor here can also be lowered. Of course, there is also an automatic transport mechanism, but only once the facility has been powered up.
So this stuff needs to be over there?
Correct.
Oh, this is heavy, and there's a lot of it.
There are some things that might help you over by the control console.
It's empty and can't be moved by hand. And this could really sustain the facility for an extended amount of time?
The efficiency coefficient is very high. Also, the floor can be lowered depending on available materials. With just half a ton of materials, we will have enough energy for at least one Earth week, if we shut down some systems, even longer.
That should come in handy. But why won't it go all the way to the silo?
Its job is to transfer burning materials straight to the furnace. Storing the materials in the silo is just a makeshift solution.
Oh boy. That's a lot of buttons and levers.
There should be a round, green button labeled "Push to close." Here it is. Push it. Very good. The remaining energy is powering the console. I have also gained access to the console. Scanning manual.
You're a fast reader, right?
Yes, done. By pressing here, you will enable the use of the remaining energy for the machines in this room. To power up the facility, you must activate the mechanism that loads the material from the silo into the cart. That would be this lever over here.
Beauty.
Now push the cart forwards. Use this.
Nothing happened. And it didn't sound too good either.
Next is the crane. You can open and move it at this desk here.
Nothing. It's all rusted through. Too dirty or just broken. I can't move it while it's in that state.
We need the cart and the crane to activate the garbage disposal. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the station's communications console to call for help. The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
There's some interesting stuff here. Maybe I can use some of it.
The things you find in the trash. The silicone gun's attachment is broken, but the handle and the mechanism still work. The rusty saw blade of a chainsaw, so it's a saw chain. A wheel chock made of a heavy, sturdy metal. It's pointed at the front.
Just a pile of junk.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust.
The rails are completely rusted through and grimy. No wonder the cart won't move. I have to do something. There's no point in starting up the incinerator when there's nothing here to incinerate, right?
Correct. First, you need to transport some burnable materials to the furnace.
But to do that, I'd have to move the cart. But it's stuck. Probably because it's rusty. The crane is caked in rust and cinder, so it won't move. We won't get power without it. The shovel is rusted through.
We won't be able to move it as long as we haven't fixed it.
So we somehow have to get rid of all this stuff from down here.
The shovel is rusted through. The computer called it defective.
We won't be able to move it as long as we haven't fixed it.
So we somehow have to get...
I doubt that we will find a solution to this problem here. The likelihood is much greater in the main wing of the station.
Well, at least it fits. With just a bit of force. Yes! My fingers can fit through now. Been Sesame! The research lab. I bet Tony would have felt right at home here. This baby won't work without power.
This is a peculiar combination. So, this room is made up of parts of a biology lab version 1.29 and 1.40, as well as a metal experimentation room version 4.01. It was conceptualized as a white room, but apparently they were not too strict when following the guidelines. The plants in these incubators are odd. Both units are deactivated, but the plants inside have survived. The glass panes at the front have been destroyed, as if someone had smashed them. The rearmost unit is still intact.
Oh, a laser generator that normally belongs to a cutting device. Pretty dangerous to just leave lying around here. There are also some notes and a drawing. The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself as well as the power cell are still functional. You're right. You need some form of defense. I wish I could give you more, but I don't have time. Here are some instructions on how I would do it. Be extremely careful. Defense against what?
I'll put these notes aside. They're on some sort of scale. I might need that. And I'll take the rest with me. A precision scale discreetly integrated into the table.
The glass flask. What would chemistry be without it? The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself. You're right. You need some form of defense. I can't stop thinking about you need. Lots of bottles with chemical inscriptions. They're all empty.
A small laboratory cabinet. It's locked.
That won't work. I need the key. Attention, warning, hydrochloric acid.
There is a highly complicated mechanism built in which ensures only qualified personnel actually operate it. This will not be easy. I will scan my databases for any instructions.
Result: push both plastic parts aside and then pull the lever.
I would never have guessed that.
Of course not. That's a child safety lock. And you're not a child. Ugh, forget it. I need some kind of container to transport this stuff. These plants are dying, but they're not quite dead yet.
On planets like this one, they often use plants that can survive even in the harshest of conditions. Their fruits are cultivated in such a way that they can produce new crops even after a long time has passed.
I see. Yes, these yellow fruits are still fresh. I'll take one with me. It might come in handy. I don't know who or what might have done this, but the display is broken. This one is full of plants and fruit. Oh, a source of food. How did they survive this long?
This appears to be a clever, self-sustaining ecosystem. There is probably an outside connection here somewhere.
Is there any way we can get to those plants? Maybe we can break one of the windows.
If the incubator has power and the system is undamaged, you can retrieve the fruits again and again while maintaining the balance. If you break the glass, you will be able to harvest the fruit, but the plants will not survive for much longer afterwards. The incubator can be opened via this console's display. To do this, the power supply must be active. The biotope can sustain itself, however, and is still intact after all this time. This is a peculiar combination. So, this room is made up of parts of a biology lab. It was conceptualized as a white room, but apparently the plants in these incubators are odd. The glass panes at the front have been destroyed. As
It looks a bit like an avocado from the outside, but it feels weirdly soft. The laser generator should still be working. That's what it said on the note. But I need more parts to get it working. I found this with the laser generator. Some sort of sketch or manual on how to turn this generator into a laser cutter with the right equipment.
Come on already. I can't get it out with brute force. Any ideas?
you should loosen the crystals by softening the ore, then it should work.
Maybe I can get it out like this.
The acid isn't affecting it, just the rock around it. I wonder if it might work now. Yes! The rock is crumbling and the crystal is coming out slowly. There it is. 3 cheers for chemistry.
I found this with the laser generator. Some
It's hanging onto a few thin metal plates that are connected to the shaft. I can probably detach it with these.
I got this sturdy metal pipe with holes in it from the control room. I found this with the laser generator. Some sort.
Yeah, that might fit. A little bit here, more like this. Looks pretty good.
There is a saying for this, Tessa. All things considered.
These pieces fit together nicely. According to the drawing, everything should be working. I hate makeshift solutions, but this will definitely help us. Or maybe kill us. But that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Be careful with that construction.
I told you. Physics don't lie. Works better than expected. The stuff is coming off the shovel nicely. Oh no, it's vibrating a lot. Hold on tight. Done. What's the... Turn off! Oh,
Over here.
damn! Ooh, that was close. If Mark had seen that, he'd be lecturing me right now.
I would gladly switch into lecture mode.
Stop yabbing. It worked. That's what matters. I should be able to move it with the console now.
Physics don't lie. You are correct.
The acid is burning through the rust.
Now all we need is the card itself. That doesn't sound good at all. Something seems to be blocking the mechanism. Or maybe it's just rusted through. Just a pile of junk.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself, as well as... You're right. You need some form of defense. I can't stop.
There are some elements and materials written down here. It looks a bit like an avocado from the outside, but it... Cut? This fruit is so soft, it's more like mashing it. Oh, I pierced a hole in it, and now there's an oily liquid coming out of it. There's an oily liquid coming out of the fruit. I'll just pour away the contents. I know where to look if I want more. An oily liquid from a native fruit.
I can't reach all those movable parts with this. I need to spread the oil more delicately.
That won't work as long as there's no tube attached to the nozzle.
A gas burner with 2 tubes, both of which aren't connected to anything. I'll take the shorter tube with me.
I won't be drinking from it, so I won't be needing a straw. A short metal tube. A short metal tube.
Yes, now I can reach it.
Maintenance completed, right?
Correct.
but we'll have to go a few more times.
Simple machines can be useful, too.
How nice of you to say.
That should be enough. All you need to do is turn it on. All precautions taken.
Well then, hold on to your butts.
I don't.
It's just a saying. Yes, that sounds good.
Startup sequence initialized. Capacity at 1%.
1%?
It will take a while for the facility to start. It has been dormant for quite a while.
I see. We're just gonna have to live with that. Is there anything I can do to help?
You could press the start button repeatedly and more vigorously while swearing. That would not change anything, but it appears to be one of your rituals.
Thanks, I'll pass. I'm tired enough as it is. It's been a long day. I should lie down. Where's the best place in the station to sleep?
Here.
Here? Where it's really loud and full of trash?
I understand that an organic life form such as yourself might have a problem with that. In that case, I recommend the drilling room.
Okay. Let's go there then. Good. So we can transmit a distress signal tomorrow, which will be picked up by all surrounding flight paths. Then all we need is for a ship to actually fly along one of those routes and notice it. Just.
Correct.
The food and water supplies are secured?
The incubators are intact. Many of the plants are unharmed and have been sustaining humans for many years. It looks quite promising.
It does. If you dismiss all the absurd things we've encountered here and throughout our journey.
It doesn't seem to make sense that we received a signal. That's true. We will be able to verify if something was transmitted from here in the outpost's protocols as soon as it is online. I registered it from within the facility. That does not mean that it came from the station's communications center.
And then there's that shadow I saw.
Probably an illusion. My sensors are set to constantly be on the lookout for signs of life. There were none.
What if it was Mark? What if something happened to him?
It can't have been him. Apart from my sensors not picking him up, he would have had to overtake us on our way through the swamp, or he would have landed here without a radio device by pure chance.
Maybe this is all more complex. I've been exploring strange planets for years, but I've never been on my own. Left to my own devices with no team. The longest I've been alone were a few expeditions in a rover, and even then I always had radio contact. I often thought about what it would be like to be on an expedition into the unknown, alone and free, making mistakes, encountering problems, finding solutions, proving to nobody but myself what I can do.
Just like now?
Just like now. I don't know why, but to be honest, despite the danger, I'm enjoying the challenge. We revived a desert outpost. That's incredible. Maybe it's my anxiety playing tricks on me. My guilty conscience because I didn't look for Mark more thoroughly. All because I wanted to explore. Could I have done more? It would have made sense for me to have those hallucinations, if there wasn't concrete evidence to the contrary. We both saw the light, twice, and received a signal that guided me here, to a place that might just save my life. How probable is it even for us to find something like this?
Please make your question more specific.
Well, there's nothing in Mark's protocol about what kind of mission we're on. Only that we set off from another moon later than anticipated and that we both have gaps in our memory. Then we crashed on a planet abandoned by the company. What was our goal?
Maybe this place.
Maybe. It's possible we weren't supposed to explore an unknown planet, but we were supposed to find something else on our mission here? Some kind of secret. We have to find out what happened to this place, Core. Why it was abandoned.
We will probably have enough time to do that while the signal is being transmitted.
Right. Well, then you keep watch again. I'll go and rest up.
Will do. Automatic firing systems activated.
Excuse me?
I was joking. If I notice anything sneaking around here, I will wake you up with loud beeping noises. I have elaborate waking subroutines and 12 different ringtones.
You're truly a marvel of technology, Core. Good night.
You hesitate. Despite the improvement, you're worried you won't have any thrills in the new job, right?
Yes, I guess. I know what I'm good at. But this new position, it would mean more money, more security. There's regular paychecks, more time at home, more time with you, and...
Regularity, security, those aren't really things you care about. At least, you didn't until now. You know I support you. You should do whatever makes you happy. Don't do anything just for the money. We'll pull through anything, one way or another. Both of us. Together.
Have you noticed something?
What do you mean?
You were in a hopeless situation, without help, without any prospect of being saved. But you never lost your optimism. You even found the time for snappy remarks.
That's just who I am.
Maybe that's your way of working through the things that happened?
Maybe.
And it was a bit like a wish come true. The wish to explore foreign worlds.
I do that a lot.
But not under these extreme circumstances.
You're right. Some expeditions were so boring I didn't even know what to write in my report. I hated it when that happened.
You don't like desk work.
I do. I enjoy writing my reports, but something needs to have happened. I need to have experienced something. Otherwise, I get bored.
I see. Can you remember what happened the following day?
Well, there was a very strange encounter.
Good morning, Tessa. My sensors registered regular REM phases in your sleep. How are you feeling?
Good morning, Core. I feel much better, even though I'm still stranded on a foreign planet. The generator deactivated itself, but there's power for the lights. So the incinerator is running?
Correct. We are at 94% capacity. That suffices to power all systems.
Excellent. Let's get to the control room then, so we can start the distress signal before we explore any further. Before I spend my time pondering all the possibilities in here, I'd better get the emergency signal going in the control room. Oh no, the communications console! There's somebody here. Your sensors must be going crazy. That bar didn't just fall from the ceiling on its own.
I cannot rule out the possibility of a coincidence. However, I cannot register any material fatigue and my sensors detect physical interference. But I also cannot register any signs of life.
That was our last hope of being saved.
You should be hopeful as long as your basic biological functions are still active. Blood circulation, breathing, metabolic system. The lower levels of your Maslow's pyramid of needs are satisfied.
Yeah, well, somewhere in the middle of that pyramid is a level that says I don't want to be stabbed in the back! Come on! Show yourself! What was that? Quickly, Core! We have to get him!
Wait. Tessa!
Damn. Where am I? Core? What's a medical ward? My head is throbbing and my throat hurts. Oh, blood. The attack! Of course, that proves it. And even though I have a headache, I can still see it right before my eyes. The name tag on the attacker's suit. M. Luna. The same name as the one on the card. Is that why the figure attacked me? Strange. I've still got it. What does this mean? I wish I understood.
Ongoing alarm. Door cannot be opened.
Damn, the door won't open. I have to get out of here and make sure the attacker won't damage anything else. If the plants get destroyed, I'll starve miserably. At least the station has power again. And where's the tin can? Oh no, Core! Come on, power up! Don't you dare leave me here alone. I'm sorry I called you a tin can. A few of his cables are hanging out and I can see a hole in the hull, but his memory module seems to be undamaged. Core's memory module. This contains his personality subroutines. Everything that makes him be him. I hope so, anyway. This contains waterproof plasters and bandages. In it are a lot of light capsules for blacklight. But they're all different sizes. Even if I needed them, I'd have no idea what sockets they'd fit into. Another light capsule to compare might be helpful. What? That photograph. That's Anthony, I'm sure. And that? That is Finn. But he's so old. He looks like he's 7 or 8. But he was younger than that. How did it get here? Were they here? Was I here? Okay, calm. Stay calm. I can't remember him being that old. Does that mean
I haven't seen him for that long. And wait a minute. If they were here, were they the expedition's goal? Or maybe it wasn't an expedition, but a search. CORE. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. Stay calm, Tessa. Maybe Anthony was stationed here at some point and I just forgot. I've never missed the two of them more. I hope I can find something in here to repair CORE, or leave the medical ward. No progress without obstacles. According to the label, it contains methyl hydrogen, so methane. According to the label, it contains methyl hydrogen, so methane. Test tubes, instruments, pipettes. Nothing I could use to get out of here. This is a mixer for various substances. It won't help me right now. A robot arm to extract blood and make injections. I've seen one of these before somewhere. This must be the console for the door.
Ongoing alarm. Door cannot be opened. Volume adjusted. Settings reset. Ongoing alarm. Door cannot be opened.
There's a small key here, and... Oh! I don't have to repair CORE. Not the hardware, anyway. There's another one here. I think that might even be a newer model. CORE! Are you okay? Do you remember anything?
Systems rebooting. Accessing database. My last saved entry is a sequence of special characters as if my swear protection algorithm optimized the entry. And why are all of my settings changed?
I went after that figure, but then we were attacked. My memory's hazy, but there's one thing I saw. This person was wearing a name tag. It said M. Luna. That's the name from the ID card that I found in the suit. So maybe it was hers, but that was on our ship.
Only you and Mark were on that ship.
Yeah, strange. But that wasn't Mark. This person was smaller and daintier. He might have been able to squeeze into a suit like that, but... well, I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Whoever it was, the figure was able to take you out.
Right. And gave me an injection in the neck. That's all I remember. And before that, she got you. I had to put your memory module into a different CORE model.
Ah, so that's why all the settings are different. One moment, please. So, this is new. Over here. And that here. Who would do that? Strange widget, be gone. Startup menu to the bottom left, where it should be. Decline, no, I do not want a newsletter. Classic mode, skip tutorial. A dark mode. That's unnecessary, maybe later. And another entirely new function. Interesting.
And what kind?
Holo records. This enables me to depict holographic recordings. If I am not mistaken, this station is equipped with hologram recorders. It looks like recordings are saved for every single room.
That would mean we can see what happened here, right?
Partially, yes. My access to the station's databases is limited and a lot of the data has been corrupted.
Better than nothing. Maybe we can find some answers. I would be particularly interested in one answer. Why I found a family photograph with Anthony and Finn on it here. And why is Finn so much older than I remember?
I cannot trace back this photograph's origins, but I agree, we cannot determine how a private item of yours got here. One possible explanation is that one of you has been here before.
Not that I can remember. It's very strange.
A medical ward, IMC version 2.49.11. Equipped with an operational assistance robot as well as an injection and blood collection machine.
Damn it. One of the light capsules is broken. Could you get a new one?
Can do. Blacklight, correct?
Yes, obviously.
Sure. We've got lots of those in storage. Damn, the door's blocked again. It keeps happening during those test alarms. Did you finally report the issue?
Not yet. We've got more important things to report. You can fix it. Go to the console and into Settings. There you can activate Sleep Mode and Random Mode. Then just press Reset Settings, then deactivate Sleep Mode and Random Mode again, and then press Open Door. It's pretty easy.
That's what you call easy? Huh.
This must be the console for the door. What was that again?
Settings reset.
This must be the console for the door. What was that again?
That will not work, Tessa. A programming error like that would have been reported and examined. Humans really are amazing creatures. You can learn all there is to know about their ways in a month, and yet after many years, they can still surprise you with their stupidity.
Yep. Why repair it when there's a way around that hardly anyone knows? What could possibly go wrong? What's this? A gun?
An injection gun for the subcutaneous injection of liquids.
Just say syringe next time. Huh. With this, the person must have given me the injection and then lost it on the run. Can it be useful for us?
If there are any remnants of the liquid inside it, I could analyze it.
Yes, there's a bit left in here. Get going, Core.
Beginning analysis. Analysis complete, comparing with available data. The composition is similar to a poison which is known to affect people's memories over long periods of time. There are documented cases where memories did not return for several years, but it was made synthetically.
Memory loss. So someone wants me to forget something? I guess this isn't the first time I got a dose of that stuff.
Do you remember a previous injection?
No, but hey, maybe that's why I forgot them. And I have all these gaps in my memory. And Mark, too, according to his log. What if it has something to do with me forgetting this place and my family?
I cannot refute your argument, but I cannot confirm anything either. You should remember these questions so you can get proper answers.
That's easier said than done when you've been injected with a potion of forgetfulness. Is there any way of neutralizing this poison? An antidote?
Yes, it should be possible to synthesize an antidote.
What do we need?
A sample of your blood, ascorbic acid, as pure as possible, adrenaline to stabilize your heart rhythm.
Adrenaline. Great. And ascorbic acid. So, vitamin C?
Colloquially known as vitamin C, yes. The solution itself must then be made by a sequencer or similar mixing device so we can be sure to get the correct dosage.
Okay, so I have to draw some blood and find some vitamin C and adrenaline. Piece of cake on a foreign planet with imminent memory loss.
You should try turning it off and on again.
Core, there's a hole in the middle.
My protocols indicate that a reboot will fix the problem in 92% of cases.
There's sparks coming out of... The cables are out and it smells burnt.
You can still try, just to be safe.
Fine, whatever.
Wait. Now. Well, this seems to be one of the other 8%.
Thank God we tried it, just to be safe.